meant a great deal to my parents. It was Pearl Harbor Day. And now it means a great deal to me because December 7th, 1981 was the day I was reborn, the day I was given the revelation. I was happy-go-lucky. I was going to an Army drill early in the morning on my Yamaha 350 down Peachtree Industrial Boulevard. I had no thoughts of anything except getting to drill on time. It was dark, it was cloudy, and I was in the right of way. Well, a car confused my one headlamp with the two headlamps of the car behind me, and he made a turn right through me. Well, I was unconscious for 28 days. After that, for weeks, I was semi-conscious. I don't remember anything until I was moved from Northside Hospital to Emory Rehab Center. And one of the only things I remember before I had my experience was the food at Emory was a lot better than Northside Hospital. Well, on December 7th, 1981, I was in a 4-patient room down at the end of the hall by the nurses' station. I haven't slept much since that accident. I was laying there with my back to the window. I had one of the 2 beds by windows, and I was watching the nurse. And then an incredibly bright light came through the window. Now, I was on the 3rd story of a 5-story building. I figure if somebody's making a missed approach to PDK Airport, I'm a goner. I managed to roll over. The window was not there. What I saw was light, incredibly bright, self-infused light that became a part of me, went through me, and was everywhere. And in that light, there was a shepherd with dark eyes looking at me. It was Jesus Christ. He looked at me, he gave me the infantry follow me motion, looked me in the eyes again, and the windowsill was there. I caught my breath. I called the nurse and said, press the button, and when she came in and said, did you see a light? She said no, and I didn't say anything else. I told my family, and they have always thought I was crazy anyway. And there really wasn't much reaction from them. After I got out of Emory Rehab Center, I had to go to my parents' house in East Point because I was in a wheelchair and they had a bathroom on the ground floor. My best friend and neighbor, Alan Coleman, came over one day, and I pulled Alan into the living room. Now, Alan and I had been the class intellectuals at Edlin High School. Nobody really liked us, but we were the ones who did things. Alan was the valedictorian, and I was a speaker, but through the years we had remained friends. And he came by the house, and I said, Alan, come in the living room. I got to tell you something. And I told him what I had seen. And I expected him to try and talk me out of it. He couldn't, because to me, that was reality. That actually happened. It wasn't a dream. It wasn't an hallucination. He said, Mike, while you were in the hospital in critical condition, a week after that, my mother died suddenly. After she died, I was thoroughly depressed. I couldn't sleep, And I was walking around one night looking for some sleeping pills. Now, Alan had been raised a Catholic, but he said that suicide had crossed his mind. He wasn't considering it at that time, but he was in the kitchen looking in the medicine cabinet, and he heard his mother. His mother said, "Alan, everything is all right." And then Alan heard what he described as could be nothing but the voice of God. "Alan, she is with me now. Everything is as it should be." Well, in the Rangers, the Scouts are supposed to observe, and then they're supposed to verify, and then they're supposed to report. Well, that hospital stay has changed my life. It's made me a different, entirely different person. And this is my report.